the status of the Gilboza circumstances of the people for people who own property within the subdivision is right now unclear.
Despite a September 2006 judgment that ordered Seifert to pay $580,000 for the installation of a sewer system at the Gilboza subdivision, residents like Keeney and Iowanas-Sananap and dozens others are nowhere near seeing that become a reality.
They got the judgment, and they promised that based upon that, they would install the sewer system. I told the court there's no way they were going to do it. Mr. Wong said, absolutely. By December 31st, 2006, we will have the sewer system installed, whether Seifert pays the judgment or not. That time has long come and gone, and it didn't happen.
As far as the judgment, residents aren't likely to see that money either, as the Guam Supreme Court has determined that Seifert is entitled to offset that $580,000 judgment with what residents owe for the lots, since many stopped paying years ago.
So there would be nothing that Seifert would owe because of what it's entitled to for having prevailed on the false claims that were made against it. And so what happens is that they want to move forward to execution. Seifert, because it doesn't have liquid assets but has property assets, has in June of 2011 filed for bankruptcy. And so now things become even more muddled.
Attorney Curtis Vandeveld says because the amount owed by the residents is more than the judgment itself.
That's essentially what I think is likely to be the case, is that they're going to have to pay for it themselves. And it's because of the fact that they pursued claims against Seifert at trial for which there was no legitimacy in pursuing those claims.
To make things worse, even if Seifert had the ability to pay the judgment, everything is on hold indefinitely, as Seifert filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy last month. Vandeveld, though, isn't representing Seifert in the bankruptcy matter, as he has his own $900,000 judgment against his client for attorney's fees from the Sananap and related civil suits. Would part of this bankruptcy proceeding be that the Seifert would try to claim that property as assets that would be eventually sold, and these residents would then have no home?
Those are some very good questions that would probably be answered in the bankruptcy by the bankruptcy judge. And it's not easy to say at this point in time what the bankruptcy judge will decide.
The residents who filed suit against Seifert are represented by attorney Wei-Sin Wong, who's currently off island, but confirmed today with KUAM that he is in the process of filing a brief in the bankruptcy matter, as Seifert is scheduled to have a meeting with its creditors on July 22nd. Superior Court Judge Anita Sokola, meanwhile, postponed today's status conference until August 4th. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Mindy Egan.